welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Just Tasha Things. I should get a fan that says Just Tasha Things. That could be really cool. In today's video, I didn't react to Amber's last video, her last response to Beck, because I did not want to. I just didn't want to, because I feel like I've said everything that I could say about the whole Beck situation and about Beck and Amber, about the relationship. I feel like I've said everything I could. I feel like I'm just over the conversation at this point. Amber's not taking accountability, and that's that. So I didn't want to originally, but I will. So this will be a 2-for-1 special. I'll do both. I'll do both this one and the one that she posted today. So we're going to be watching in 2 times speed. Light up your joints, grab a snack, grab a blanket, grab whatever you need to get through this shit. And let's get started.
Hello. So welcome to a new video. It's actually February 7th at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yes, I should be asleep, but here I am awake filming a video. I was actually getting ready to get comfy and try to sleep.
Jeez. Ooh, that's the witching hour. Ooh!
I haven't been the greatest. I've just been having a lot of anxiety, and when I have a lot of anxiety, I go to sleep really late, and I just...
So what's going on with this? She said she's been saying she's been having, like, anxiety a lot lately. Yo! Look at the dislikes on this! It's 5K dislikes. That's more than usual. That is more than usual. Usually she gets, like, a 1K dislike. This was 5K. People disliked this. We are in for a treat, I guess. Sorry, my door is open right now because I'm smoking. There's a smoke detector right in that hallway, right outside that door. I don't want my smoke detector to go off, so apologies if you can hear the cars.
Something I've suffered with majority of my life. But anyways, I could have totally slept and waited till tomorrow to film this. But I think
was a good hit.
It's just so heavy that, like, I have to do it now so I can just be completely done with it. I watched Beck's new video that they posted tonight or today or whatever, but it was a new one. So that video genuinely shocked me, and it made me feel stupid and dumb, and it made me realize that, like, the way that I viewed our relationship was completely wrong. And I was oblivious to a lot of things, even to the extent of the way that I treated them. So I want to be accountable in that. But this is just the example that I saw in their newest video.
Oh wow, she even went in. Editing Lynn even came in to fucking talk about what?
Where it made me look back and be like, yeah, like, we both actually viewed this relationship completely different. So in their new video, they were reacting to a compilation video of me being rude to them for 10 minutes straight.
Yes.
And in the reaction, Beck stated multiple times that it's obvious that they didn't want to be on camera. And they said, oh, look at me zoning out while she's talking. And it's like, both of those things, like, genuinely hurt, and it made me realize...
Why are you... Okay, this is a thing that Amber does, and a thing that I've said before already. Amber is, like, monitoring what others talk about her online. And we've known this, but she's also dinging them publicly in her videos, and also, like, messaging them, like the thing with Zachary Michaels. It's not your place, Amber, to be monitoring what Beck says about you. I've said this so many times. I'll say it again for all the new folk. It is not Amber's place to be to be monitoring what Beck is saying about her on the internet. What Amber should just say is, I'm done responding to this. You know, this was a long time ago. And I'm done responding to it. That's what she should do. But obviously she's not. So...
realize, like, I didn't even notice these things. Just like how when I was in a relationship with them, I didn't notice how mean or rude I could come off until...
You could come off. It's not about coming off. It's about being. You were mean and rude. You were being mean and rude.
Looking back, and I just feel super remorseful. I viewed our whole relationship a certain way that it wasn't. I genuinely thought that they wanted to be on camera and that they were okay with being on camera. And I was...
Then you're a terrible partner because you don't know what your partner... You're a terrible girlfriend because you don't know when your girlfriend is uncomfortable and you weren't paying attention to it? What do you mean?
So accustomed to them zoning out or seeming like they didn't want to be on camera that that was normal for me. But I didn't know that the zoning out and...
Well, then at that point you need to communicate with your partner. Both ways too, to be honest. Beck probably did say, I don't want to be on camera right now. I have seen a clip of them doing something in the mirror, like plucking a chin hair or something, and Amber like throwing the camera in their face, and Beck is like, this is really embarrassing, please stop filming, and it's still she still filmed it and put it online. So there were boundaries that you were not listening to. You didn't respect Beck enough to first listen to the boundaries. We've seen this with Amber, like Amber's mom, Mama Lynn, putting down a boundary saying, let's not go out and eat all the time. It's too much. It's too expensive. And yet we've seen them go out to eat plenty of times after that. So Amber doesn't listen to people putting down boundaries. And then also Amber doesn't inquire about, hey, are we good? Are you okay with this being in my video? Anytime that, like, I don't show, Moose doesn't come on camera, right? He's a shy guy. He doesn't want to. And I respect that. Anytime that I show him, sort of, like, either his voice or, like, whatever, I ask him first. I show him first before I post it. Like, hey, you okay with this? And he's usually fine with it.
Camera that was normal for me, but I didn't know that the zoning out and the look on their face, etc., was like an indication that they weren't listening to me or that they didn't want to be on camera. Like, that is like news to me. So knowing that,
then you should have been more sensitive and empathetic to Beck. I don't know what else to say.
Like, I viewed our relationship one way and it wasn't. Like, I didn't really look stupid, but I guess like maybe I low-key deserve it. Realizing that we both viewed this relationship so differently actually makes it easier for me to be accountable and to apologize, because if that's the way that they truly viewed it, like, I deeply apologize for that.
Wow, okay. If that's how you viewed it, I apologize for that. If that is such a shitty apology. Wow.
And there's nothing I can do.
And Beck doesn't want an apology from you. They have said that. They don't want an apology from you.
To change their opinions and
it's monetized. You're monetizing this video, right? Like,
really apologize for that. And there's nothing I can do to change their opinions and their thoughts and their experience, because that's what they lived. I wasn't the greatest girlfriend. I wasn't the most perfect girlfriend, but I will say I'm not all good. I'm not all bad. And I wasn't that way then either. Like, our relationship.
Okay, well, everyone's complicated, right? No one's all good or all bad. It's like a scale of good and bad. And unfortunately, Amber, your pie chart, don't eat it. Your pie chart is pretty, a substantial piece of that pie chart is you being bad. Sorry.
Relationship was definitely complex. And even though it might not be visible to the public or even to Beck in this moment, I have taken accountability for the things that I've done. And in the video, they even stated, like, I don't want you to reach out to me. And that's very much why I haven't.
Yeah. They don't want to hear from you. They don't want to hear from you. So stop talking.
Because I wanted to respect those boundaries.
But no, Amber needs to have the narrative, right? That's the narcissist. That's like the narcissist's motto is they need to have the last narrative. You know what? I just watched the documentary on Netflix right now about Gabby Petito. I don't know if any of you guys are into true crime. I love true crime. I'm a true crime fucking nerd. I followed that case when it was happening. And so I watched the Netflix show, and it was like a lot of things that I forgot about. But, and trigger warning, I guess, because it's a really fucking tragic story that there's no justice. There's no justice to that story, to that case, to Gabby, to Gabby's family, to Brian Laundrie's family. There's no justice served. There was a wrongful death lawsuit that Gabby's parents did, but it was settled, like, last year. So there's really not much you can do. at that point. And that's because Brian Laundrie, and I remember at the time everyone was calling him Brian Dirty Laundry. Oh my god, and Doug, the bounty hunter? I don't know. The bounty hunter was like, I'm gonna find him. He's probably my fan. He doesn't find him. The parents find him, which is bizarre. See what I mean? There's more to this fucking case than meets the eye and what's being said and what's being investigated, because it's not being investigated anymore. It's over. But what Brian did, he went off and unalived himself and wrote down his narrative of what happened. And the action of him taking his life is ending it right there. Just ending the whole investigation of what truly happened. With him gone, it is his word against everyone else at that point. There's no, and to me, that really feels like a narcissist, because a narcissist needs to control the narrative. I think he unaliving himself was a way to control the narrative in that way. And it's disgusting. And I'm fucking pissed off about it. But anyway, that's what I think, like, Amber does too. It's narcissist. They need to control the narrative. And that's exactly what Amber is doing right now.
But they said, I don't want an apology from you. I genuinely feel like Beck deserves an apology for the wrongdoings that I did do.
No, they don't want an apology. They don't. Because they know, Beck knows that it's just another manipulation tactic from you, Amber. That's all it is. That's all this video is. And that's why it was very, very poorly received. Let's look at some of the comments. You didn't notice those things because you were self-absorbed. By the way, saying sorry if you felt that way is not an apology. I'm sorry you feel that way is the most garbage way to apologize. I agree. But hey, that's why no one stays your friend for long. You're never wrong and everyone else's fault. And it's everyone else's fault. Hello, it's clinically insane.
But if they don't want to accept it or hear it, then I have to be okay with that. I'm not going to apologize to the internet. The apology wasn't for you guys. It was for them. I feel like in this situation, like, this type of accountability should be handled in private, just like the apology should have. And this sort of discussion that is, like, happening between back and forth with us, these things should be happening in private. And it's like when personal matters, like,
they don't want a private conversation with you. They don't want it. What do you mean? Okay, so that's another ding, another manipulation tactic. You shouldn't be saying these things on the internet about me. This should be a private conversation. That's essentially what she's saying.
Like this are brought onto, like, a public platform. I feel like backed up in a corner, like, I have to defend myself or I have to say something. But it's like,
no, you don't have to defend yourself. You just say, it was a bad relationship. I was in a really awful place. I feel terrible. I'm so very fucking sorry. I will try to do better. That's all. That's all you gotta do. It's easy. It's pretty fucking easy. Well, it's easy and it's really hard too, right? Like, I won't get into that, but the whole apologizing for when you're wrong, it's hard. It's pretty hard to do, but it's also something that you need to learn to become an adult. And Miss Amber has clearly not learned that.
I'm not going to sit here and go through every single thing that they said, like every single claim, every single this or that, because that is just going to fuel negativity. I truly don't feel like the back and forth.
Then good. Don't. Like Amber just said, I could be a bitch, but I'm not going to. That's still being a bitch, because you're low-key threatening. I just wouldn't. This whole video, this is why I didn't want to react to this video, because it's just this whole fucking thing, man. It's just unnecessary.
I truly don't feel like the back and forth is productive for either of us, but if they...
Then stop doing the back and forth. Just let Beck do their thing.
Really feel like sharing their story is what is going to help them in the long run, then go for it. But I have to genuinely step away. Like I said, I wasn't going to speak about them, and that was standing. But like hearing all of these things...
That was standing
and said, it's been hard for me, because it's like...
Because you want to control the narrative. We get it.
I have shown growth in my personal life, and it's hard to like...
Bitch, where? Bitch, where? the way that she talked about Lexicon, saying, of course I have tea about her, but she's not going to say it unless she's backed into a corner. Then she will.
Show growth publicly when these are things that, like, was happening behind the scenes. So publicly, I might look the same to you guys. But
yeah, because it's like, well, to an extent, right? Because we only see what Amber wants us to see in her videos, right? But, you know, the live streams, and then also the voice messages with her and Lexicon, that's the real her, right? So we do still see the real her. So, like, we could see the real her slipping through the cracks, no matter how good she tries to make herself look on her own platform.
I have changed a lot. I am always open for growth.
If someone says, I have changed a lot, they haven't changed. Okay? That if someone is so insistent on telling you how much they've changed, they haven't changed.
And for changing to be a better person every single day. And I want to reflect on the past more, because that actually genuinely helps me see ways that I need to improve and ways that I already have improved. And I just want to say that time that I had Beck on my channel, it was never out of malice. I never meant to disrespect them. And I really, 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 really did love them. This might be a little tea because no one knows. But when Beck and I were just friends.
What is this? What is this? What are you talking about right now? Like, what do you mean? You genuinely love... Sure, that's why you're with a person. Although, you know what? I want everyone to go and listen to L'amour de ma vie by Billie Eilish. The title is French. L'amour de la vie, which is love of your life. I really fucking think that Amber listens to that and bops to it thinking about Beck. Because the lyrics are something about, like, I have to admit, I told you a lie when I said you were the love of my life. So I really feel like that's how Amber actually feels.
While I was with Feline, and Feline did know this, don't worry. One night I got really, really drunk, and I told Beck, like, I really was in love with you, and I still love you, like, you're a great person. And I hyped them up because genuinely, I owe so much to them.
What does this have to do with anything? What do you mean?
And I have so much gratitude to them. They were there for me during some of the hardest moments of my life.
Yeah.
I.e. when I was diagnosed with cancer. Mm-hmm. But I have never tried to show them in a certain way. Nothing was ever out of malice from the bottom of my heart. And I just really needed to make that clear.
What? I'm not buying it. Girl, you did not need to put that in there. Like... Wow. Wow.
All I can really do is just continue working on myself.
And just stop talking about it. That's all. You know what? I'm so excited for the next video, because the next video, she talks about her experience with her counselor. I'm more interested in that right now, but I feel like I kind of owe it to you guys to react to this.
Focus moving forward is to just ignore it all. Like, I wanted to take what Beck is doing and put it in, like, a positive way and put a positive spin to it and, like, be like, yeah, I am accountable. But at the same time, obviously, like, I do find frustrations in the ways that I feel like they are exaggerating or they have lied. I do firmly believe that two things can happen at once. I can be accountable, but I can also be frustrated. But I'm not accountable and frustrated about the same things. Like everyone likes to say, there are three sides to every story. Their side, my side.
Oh my God, she's really going off here. Trying to fucking... We're not falling for it, Amber. We truly, truly are not.
The truth. And, like, a really good example of, like, people viewing things differently, like, kind of what's going on with, like, Blake and Justin. Blake feels like one thing happened, while Justin's like, no, that's not what happened. So, you know what? I can't even...
Justin Timberlake? Blake Lively? I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, all right? I don't sit around feeling like... I don't sit around listening to celebrity gossip, all right? I got better things to do with my day. I gotta react to Amberlynn.
And sit here and firmly be like, okay, Becca's lying. Because if they viewed it that way, then I have to accept that for what it is. Mm-hmm. Because what's true to someone and the way that they view something might not be true to everyone else in the room. I want to play devil's advocate here.
Again with this. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna put in because, oops, I need to empty my freaking trash bin. I don't know how much I'm gonna put in of this because this is just her twisting the narrative. It just really is. It's gross.
For a second, if I'm remembering something wrong that Beck genuinely remembers as like a full truth, then that's fair as well, because I have really bad memory problems.
Yeah, we know. Sorry. Is this not an admission of guilt right now? That's what this is. I have really bad memory problems, so if I was really mean, I don't remember it. Girl. Wow, holy shit. Just admit you were an awful girlfriend and you're an awful person and you haven't changed at all. She won't do that to that. She won't admit to that, but admit that you were just a terrible person all around. You were, because you were. We all saw it. You were.
Due to moments of high stress, trauma, BPD.
And the binge monster. BPD.
When I have anxiety, sometimes I'll literally like black out because I'm so anxious. And I just want to say
wow, bull. Bull. Bull.
And I just want to say, whether my apology was behind a paywall, whether it was in a Snapchat, whether it's in a YouTube video, or whether I say it to Beck directly, it is 100% sincere. And I have apologized to them personally.
Okay, behind a paywall is not sincere.
But that was years ago after our breakup.
You're not apologizing to Beck at that point. You're apologizing to your audience.
Beck and I was friends for about a year.
Beck and I was friends. We were friends. Sorry. We was friends for a while. Learn English.
After we broke up. And obviously that didn't work out, which I understand. But I did apologize to them. I don't think that I took as much accountability as I do take now.
So basically none. Because
like I said, every day I like to reflect and just grow into a better person. So I'm not going to sit here and list off every...
Growing as a person means that you need to be able to recognize your faults and when you're wrong. When you are flat out wrong. No reasoning behind it. No explanation behind it. Just saying I was wrong. That is when someone grows. When they're able to put their pride aside. And Amber cannot do that.
Single claim that they said and write down like, okay guys, these are the things.
By the way, I got a comment saying that I sound like I'm pretentious. I'm so fucking sorry. I don't mean to sound pretentious at all. I did respond to them and they were very sweet. And if you're watching, you're a very sweet person. And I appreciate you bringing it up because I never want to sound pretentious. So I apologize if I do. I'm trying not to, but I feel like I sounded pretentious there. I'm sorry. I'm just heated about Miss Amber Bamber Flamber Fambers right now.
Things that are true and these are the things that aren't. These are the things that I'm accountable for. Like there's no productivity in that, because whether the internet knows what I'm accountable for versus what I'm not accountable for, that doesn't bother me. The only person that I'm worried about and them actually hearing me is Beck.
And they've made it clear that they don't want to hear from you. So why was this video a thing? So why was this video a thing then? If all you care about is apologizing to Beck, why was this video made? Comprehension.
If they don't want to, that's their prerogative. I'm okay with that. I want them to do whatever helps them. I'm not apologizing for myself. I'm apologizing to the person that I was in a relationship with for almost 5 years. And I hurt them, and I'm sorry for that. I really want to continue taking that experience and that relationship and learning from it. Beck can say absolutely anything from this point forward, and I am not going to respond.
You better. You should have done that from the beginning. See what I mean? Should have done that from the beginning.
Wish them nothing but the best. And they'll apologize.
What did I say? I wish you the best for the rest of your life.
I wish you the best for the rest of your life.
Oh my God.
Apology that I need to give to you guys If I hurt any of you during this whole thing because you guys care for Beck, then I'm also sorry for that. I'm a very flawed individual. That is not an excuse, but I'm a flawed individual that can learn from this experience.
You won't, though. You won't.
And thankfully, I have.
And I'm glad she said that it's not an excuse. This is not an excuse. That's a step in the right direction, at least. I feel like that finally felt okay. Like an okay thing. And I feel like maybe Mama Lynn taught her that. I hope. Let's see.
Whether people see it or believe it, I know it because I am my own person and I know how I've been in past relationships. And as I've gotten older and more mature and I've learned more about my BPD and just who I am as a person, I have become...
Can we make one video without mentioning your BPD? We get it. All right? We get it. We get your BPD. Okay? We get it. It's like if I came on here and constantly, like, talked about and blamed my actions on being autistic. We get it! You're autistic! We get it! You have BPD! Fuck.
Become a better person. And I have become a better girlfriend. I've become a better friend. I've become a better pet parent. I've become a better daughter.
A better pet parent? Are you fucking dumb? What are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about? Rarity is gone. Okay? Rarity is probably dead. A better pet parent? You brought your cats to Wisconsin. You brought your cats, on a road trip for 3 months to see your feeder girlfriend, and one got out because of you, and in a place they've never been, and probably died. Okay? Better pet parent my ass. Wow, that made me mad. That made me really mad. Wow. Shut the fuck up. Have you microchipped your fucking pets yet? Have you? I want to see a vlog of you going to the fucking vet and microchipping them. Until then, you're the same piece of shit you always were. Woosah. Woosah. Well, my apologies for that. That was just garbage. That was just garbage from start to finish. Good Lord. All right, so now we're on to the next video. This is going to be a long video. So, yay. So this one is called I'm quitting semaglutide, I'm done weighing myself, and first therapy appointment vlog. So she quit semaglutide again. Of course, for the third time. We're not surprised. I'm done weighing myself. We're not surprised. By the way, I am doing a 10-day challenge of counting my calories and weighing myself. It's going okay. I was just in the middle of actually putting it all together. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I think I'll post maybe parts of it. I'm on day 4. I didn't film any of my meals, but I did log them, so there you go. And I did weigh myself this morning. Let's listen to this. I'm more interested in the first therapy appointment. So let's get on with it.
Hello, welcome to a new vlog. So today is February 5th, and your girl does not feel like getting ready today. I just don't.
But you have eyeliner on
some eyeliner. Didn't even put on.
Should have just let her talk.
On foundation. Didn't even care enough to do that. Don't care about my...
You wore foundation. Sorry, I didn't notice.
Hair. Don't care about what I'm wearing. It is literally one of them days. I just want to start this off with my weigh-in. It's not pretty. It's not good. And I do want to talk a little bit about it. So here it is. February 5th. Alexa, what's the date today?
Good afternoon, Amberlynn. It's Wednesday, February 5th.
I woke up swollen again.
Hello. It's ready.
Step it on.
511.2 pounds.
Whoa.
511.2. And that's after eating only 2,100 calories yesterday. We'll talk more about that in a minute.
Okay, sure. I don't know how much I believe of that. I really don't know how much I believe of that.
I gained 2 pounds overnight, literally eating 2,100 calories. And it's that is a moment where my body is choosing to do what it wants to do.
Well, to be fair, your body doesn't want to change. Your body is, which is so stupid, right? Because when you're overweight like that, or even overweight like me, your body is suffering. It is suffering from multiple things. I've talked about it a lot of times, like sleep apnea, GERD, sciatica, your knees, it's lymphedema, lipedema. Your body is suffering, but at the same time, your body doesn't want to change. Your body doesn't like it. You'll be better off for doing it, absolutely, but your body doesn't want to, and your body's fighting you for it. So at her stage, her body is probably fighting like hell to stay that weight. And at that point, you just gotta keep fucking trucking, man. That's all you gotta do. Like, I mean, maybe go to the doctor and be like, I've been stagnant for so long, what's going on? But by seeing a 2-pound gain overnight, I know, I went through it, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean? But that is the fluctuating part of weighing yourself every day. And it's hard. It's fucking hard. Or like, I didn't eat much yesterday, and I just lost like 0.2 of a pound. What do you mean? So it's hard for sure, but you can't give up on that.
That is a moment where my body is choosing to do what it wants to do, because I have lipedema and lymphedema, as you guys know. I feel like I say that like every 2 seconds, but it's just...
and you have BPD every 2 seconds.
Truth is something I'm suffering with, and it's really hard and conflicting because like people with lipedema and lymphedema, it is easier for that. By the way, that is my broom. That is not a mop. I've had people ask, is that a cute little pink mop? No, it's
okay, fine, I don't care.
Broom. I just always have it out random parts of my
attention deficit, Lynn.
Because I like to do cleaning rounds, as you guys know. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling. But so it is conflicting having issues with like my gallbladder and pancreas, but then also having issues with lipedema and lymphedema because...
When did she say that she had issues with her pancreas? So she does admit that she has issues with her pancreas. She said she wasn't even pre-diabetic, but now she's saying she does have issues with her pancreas. That's not something you want to fuck around with. The pancreas is pretty fucking detrimental to your body. I remember doing a project, a school project back in elementary school, and I chose Sir Frederick Banting. I remember it very well. He was knighted, so that's why he's called Sir, because he found not the cure to diabetes, but he discovered that insulin, if you inject insulin, like if insulin is injected into the body, your body is able to absorb it. Like, so you can just muscle it. There's another word for it, but you can just muscle it. Like, that's why the injections go in her belly and your body still absorbs it. So he discovered that. And that's why he was knighted. But on researching it, when trying to find this vital information about diabetes and how to treat it, and when trying to find out how to treat diabetes, so many people suffered, lost their life. Unfortunately, Mr. Sir Frederick Banting, unfortunately, he did test on animals and dogs specifically, which was horrible. And he felt really terrible about it. He cried every time he lost a dog. I think he only lost one, but it's not something you want to fuck with. If you have an issue with your pancreas, you gotta go and get that figured out, Amber. If anyone is interested in Sir Frederick Banting and the whole story of finding the treatment for diabetes, I'd recommend reading this book. It's called Elixir by Eric Walters. I remember reading it in elementary school, and so it's a really easy read. It's actually not a very long book at all. And it documents the whole story. It's a story documented from a girl who worked in the clinic with Frederick Banting. And it was a really, really good book. So for the sake of education, if you guys are interested, I'm interested. I really love it. I kind of want to read the book again. Give it a read. It's a very interesting read. Anyway.
What helps lipedema and lymphedema is a low-carb, high-fat diet, whereas that's the diet that'll trigger my gallbladder and trigger my pancreas.
Right, yeah, the high fat will definitely trigger your GERD, your gallbladder. So she does have these issues. She just doesn't openly talk about them. Okay.
So it's like, okay, so it's just all very conflicting.
So what you would do for that, what I feel like you would do for that is, A, get treated for your diabetes or your problems with your pancreas, and B, with the gallbladder thing, maybe just get it taken out at that point. I know lots of people who, my mom had hers taken out. I would love for mine to be taken out because it causes me a lot of pain, this fucking sucker. He sucks. Anyway, honestly, you gotta, what's worse right now? What's worse? Your lymphedema and your lipedema is absolutely out of control, right? That's how I view it. And I feel like that needs to be addressed first. There are ways to go about dealing with your gallbladder and your pancreas issues. Pancreas issues. That's fucking funny. It's diabetes. It's pre-diabetic at best.
And frustrating. So long story short, I would rather have issues with my lymphedema
no carb, high fat. Does that fuck with the pancreas? How does that fuck with the pancreas? Because the pancreas breaks down sugars, right? And when it's overloaded with sugars, it starts breaking down. So please enlighten me in the comments about that. Fat, does it fuck with your pancreas? I don't know. I don't know. But let me know in the comments, because I'm curious now.
Versus obviously organs inside of my body. So that is why I choose my lymphedema versus obviously organs inside of my body. So that is why I choose not to do like a really high fat, protein based, low carb diet, because it does make my pancreas and my gallbladder hurt. It's just something that I have to deal with. Right. And I can be
hurt. Your pancreas hurt. Where in your body do you feel your pancreas hurting? Like for me, in my gallbladder, like right here, that's where the pain is. It's awful. It could be like a stabbing pain, and it's really terrible. Even pushing on it makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up. Where in your body would you feel your pancreas? Where is your pancreas? Hey, pancreas, where are you? I know you're in there.
In a calorie deficiency all day long, and still my body sometimes does not react. I do want to
because your body's like, I don't want to change. I've been in a calorie deficit for a bit, and for like 4 days now, I guess. I've been really trying to anyway. My body's not changing as fast as I would like it to, but I kind of just started doing it, so.
Progress. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to make progress every day, because eating at 2,100 calories, as someone who is 500 pounds, I should have lost weight. Having lipedema and lymphedema while trying to lose weight, but also suffering with like weird...
But like, you're also not really exercising. That's a big key component to it as well. You gotta get your mobility up too.
Pancreas and gallbladder issues. It's giving like I'm a human in quicksand trying to get out of it, and I like literally can't. Anyways, I did eat today. I've had 495 calories. I did not film because I was busy answering a ton of questions for my therapy appointment tomorrow. I'm telling you, there was like 100 questions. I was like, oh my god, this is a lot. Like, it was definitely triggering. But
what were the questions about? I'm curious.
Therapy is triggering. So I was eating my food.
Yes, therapy is very triggering.
Sandwich. So here's a picture of that. And
a sandwich.
And I'm telling you, that is like the best sandwich ever.
I just took a photo for eating. Sorry, I haven't showed anything of me eating my food. I might try it just to see how it feels, but I haven't done that because it feels weird. Maybe I could try. We'll see.
It's so good. It's just bacon, chicken lunch meat, mayo, mustard, red onion, lettuce. It's giving BLT without the tomato, and we add some onion and...
BLT without the T.
Chicken lunch meat, which I actually said that in my last vlog too, but...
Okay, cut her off. Done. We're done.
Y'all, I'm telling you, Oklahoma, like, might be one of the windiest places I've ever lived sometimes. I just came back in from walking Twinkie, and yeah, it's a windy. But it's weird,
It's a windy.
Where I go to, like, walk Twinkie and stuff, like, it's more windy, like, in that section, versus, like, when I turn the corner and go around the building, it's not as windy over there. I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. Wind?
It means that when you're here and the wind is going this way, you're going to feel the wind. But if you're over here and the wind is going that way, it's protecting you from the wind. Cobwebs. It's just cobwebs up there.
It does not make sense. So I actually also got done talking.
It does. It does make sense. I just explained it.
To a friend of mine, her mom also has like lipedema problems, and she just made me feel a lot better. It's great to have like people in your life that are like super supportive. But I need that in my life, trust me, especially people who like understand the struggle, you know. And I was just talking more, and they were talking to me, giving me their 2 cents, their advice. Okay. Sometimes I need it. And honestly, the winning choice here, the conclusion of it all, is I probably should not be weighing myself daily. I have not been weighing myself daily in a...
Why? You probably should, though, to keep track of how much it fluctuates. I'm pretty sure you should.
Very long time. And I only wanted to do it for the...
A very long time? You mean last year? Last year you were doing that. Last January.
Series. But I'm realizing more than ever, it literally puts me in the worst headspace because I ate 2,100 calories last night. I was so super happy about that. Like, I went to bed proud of myself. And then to wake up and see that I gained...
From what I've learned about doing, like, weighing yourself every day, it is important. I've learned it is. But it's also, you need to not feel one way or the other about what the scale says. You want to be able to track it, to be able to, like, then go back and be like, okay, I ate this that day and I didn't do much that day, so yeah, of course I gained weight. But you also don't want to just wake up expecting for the scale to go down. You don't want to feel one way or the other about it, right? That's my understanding of it. And it's hard to do. Trust me, from someone who's been weighing herself every day for the past 4 days. And I weighed myself every day for like a month straight one time. I found it in my like, I had a little notepad I wrote it down in. So I get it. I get the struggle. Like, when it's not reflecting in the scale, I so get it. But you need to not let that affect you and just be like, okay, just keep moving forward. That's my weight. Just keep moving forward.
2 pounds, like, to the average person, it's like defeat. They're like, wow, how did I gain 2 pounds? With me, it's like, it's fluid, it's water retention, it's all these stupid and annoying things. And it's like, yeah, sure, I know that, but like, at the same time, it makes me anxious. So
okay, so then you need to work on that in therapy, right?
Doing the daily weigh-ins, I can't, and I hate to let people down, but I'm genuinely...
Well, you're letting yourself down. We all know that you weren't going to keep going with it. You would find an excuse. So you're letting yourself down.
I'm telling you, my new, like, 2025 slogan, which I feel like everyone should be saying this, is I need to protect my peace. I can't do it. Like, it put me in such a bad headspace. Y'all, I'm genuinely...
Okay, yeah, sure. That shirt looks torn up. That is an old shirt.
I'm so annoyed. Like, I have no words for it. I swear I'm not crashing out. I'm not spiraling. But this whole vlog is going to that way because it's like every step of the way I'm like, oh, I wasn't going to weigh myself daily. Oh, now I'm not doing that. And it's just like, you know, the next thing I'm about to say.
Yeah, you're going to stop doing semaglutide.
Days are my semaglutide day. I was supposed to message the providers 2 weeks prior to me needing a new vial. And I did that. I even vlogged, letting you guys know that I did that. As the days are getting closer and closer, it still hasn't shipped. So I messaged them and I'm like, I'm going to be taking my increased dose because I was supposed to double my dose. I'm like, I'm going to be taking it late because you guys are not shipping it. And they're just like, I'm so sorry. Sorry for the inconvenience. And I'm like, what do I say to that? I don't know. Like, it's okay, I guess, ? Like, this is a medicine. And it's like, I'm relying on this company to do the right thing. So already not getting it in time has been highly frustrating. So I was supposed to get it before the Sunday, which was just a few days ago. Like, today's Wednesday. And then they were like, nah, psych. Like, you're going to get it on Tuesday. And I'm like, okay, fine. I guess I'll take it a couple days late. Like,
listen to the way she's saying this story. Like, nah, psych. Like, I was like, literally like, okay, ? What the fuck?
Fine. I messaged the provider to see what he thought, and I said it's gonna be okay. So yesterday came around, which was Tuesday, and I was expecting to get it in the mail, and I didn't. So then I was like, fuck. I woke up today and I was like, hopefully I'll get it today. I checked. It said it was gonna be here today. It did arrive. It did. But it's the wrong dose. It's the wrong dose.
So it's the dose from before? I'm
frustrated and I'm done. It's like all these little things.
You're so quick to being done. Like, when shit when you're inconvenienced too. Like when shit gets hard and you're inconvenienced, you're done.
Today are like, I don't know, just really getting to me. Just everything is getting to me. I cannot wait for my first therapy appointment tomorrow. Like, I just feel like the weight of the world is on me currently. And it's like, how is this company that I'm relying on for like...
She should have still did the shot and then go and talk about it in therapy the next day. I know what she's about to say.
Medicine that I'm injecting inside of me.
Mm-hmm. And it's also like, it's not something that is to keep you alive. You know, you're using it recreationally, right? Recreationally? That's how the word is. So she's using it whatever. It's not a life or death situation, right? Moose has Crohn's, and right now, I think every 2 months, it's really cool actually. It's this cool like device that has the medicine in it that he puts onto his leg, like it kind of glues onto his leg, and he presses the button, and it whirs and whirs and whirs and whirs, and then it injects him, and it when the light turns green, he takes it, or light turns whatever, he takes it out, and that's that. But we get that like delivered to our house sometimes, and then also sometimes like get it from the pharmacy. Without that medication, that is more concerning. Because like with Crohn's is like, it's a debilitating disease that, you know, I'm not going to get into it, but it's more serious than getting semaglutide shots. It's not that, you know, it doesn't take priority. And even when it does, it's like sometimes the healthcare providers don't speak to each other, like with Moose's meds. So sometimes like it's like, okay, we need this medication. What's going on? So it doesn't, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say.
How are they not only going to be late, but they're going to ship me the wrong dose? Like, what do I do with that? I'm frustrated and I'm done. I know a lot of people are like,
just take it. Just take the dose and go to therapy.
Like, oh, Amberlynn's about to quit semaglutide. Like, literally, it wasn't like that until this situation. I love the thought of semaglutide and Ozempic and all of it. Like, I don't want to think about food. I don't want the food noise. I don't want to be hungry. Like, when semaglutide is really working and when Ozempic would work in the past, like, that shit, like, felt phenomenal to me. But it's literally not even working. You guys have been hearing me say that for weeks now. And I was like, fine, I'm going to keep giving it a chance. And then it's late, days late. And then once it does arrive, it's not even the right dose. Like, I'm just so frustrated right now. Like, I don't even have words. All right, so I'm going to have some Pringles.
Okay, wow. Straight into, okay, I'm going to have some Pringles.
This is 100 calories. I'm also going to have 2 of these Duke's Hot and Spicy.
I thought we were done weighing ourselves. Are you still going to be counting your calories? What's the point of counting your calories if you're not weighing yourself? What? Or like eating on camera showing what you're doing? What?
These sausages for 130 calories. I also had an Uncrustable grape. It's literally my favorite for 210 calories.
Wow, that's a lot of calories.
Hello. So it is February 6th.
But did that...
And calories.
But then you didn't show the little scale thing of like how many calories you ate that day. What?
Hello. So it is February 6th. And yes, I am just actually an all-around flop lately. I did not finish showing what I was eating yesterday because I realized that's also not productive for me in this moment.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Let me turn this a little like that. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but I just need to say, I'm obsessed with how good I did this bookshelf. It used to be me.
Wow. That's very narcissistic.
So much anxiety to look at it, like, because I hate clutter, I hate messes, and so it just, oh my god. This is your sign. If you have something in your house that is, like, cluttered, or it's giving you anxiety, or you need to clean it, do it. You're listening to me.
No, because I'm reacting. I do need to.
Anyways, I'm an absolute flop, because I don't want to show every single thing that I'm eating. I can't. It messes with me, like, mentally. I need to get in, like...
Why? How does it mess with you mentally? For me, it was like, fuck, I forgot. Shit! I forgot to do it. Or like, fuck, I need to... Like yesterday I went to Tim Hortons and got myself a huge ice cap and an apple fritter. I know, not good, but we're all human. I had a horrible day yesterday. I let myself have a little treat. But it stopped at that. That was the only treat that I had. And then today I haven't had a treat like that. So is that why? Because it's like... Fuck, I ate this Uncrustable, I ate the Butterfingers, what was it, the Nutty Buddies, and now people are gonna know why I'm failing. Is that why? Probably.
Like a better headspace before I do that. But don't worry, I will randomly show you guys what I'm eating. I will randomly do weigh-ins. I will randomly talk about my weight loss journey or lack thereof.
Okay.
I'm hoping with therapy that like the mentals can get figured out, because I'm telling you, like me having struggles with food, that's not like the issue. That's just like a symptom of something else that I'm dealing with. Like this is the issue with food. Okay, so this is a symptom. So let's figure out like what's going on up here so we can figure this out so like the symptom can go away.
So, okay, yeah.
So speaking of therapy, my first appointment is in an hour and I am very nervous. I know that therapy consists of a lot of talking about things that I try to shove down on like...
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about in my last video. Not supposed to do that.
A day-to-day basis. Last time I did therapy was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and I put my all into it. And I was able to actually heal from situations from my childhood that once made me cry all the time. And I'll show you one of those examples. Okay. So when I was knee-high to a grasshopper...
I hate when she says that. What's that even mean? When I was knee-high to a grasshopper?
I saved my baby brother. So this is one of like...
We remember. We know. You talk about it a lot.
Multiple traumatic situations I was in my childhood. So I have shared this. This is me when I was little. His crib was right here, and the string wrapped around his neck.
Yeah, we know. Oh my God, we know. We've heard this.
I'm telling you, I had to rewrite the whole situation, giving every single detail that I could possibly remember. I had to read it daily. I had to read it out loud, and I did it so many times that like
that's what they do with trauma therapy. I did not know that. Wow, okay.
Desensitized myself from it. Like I was trying really hard, and with the right type of therapy and the right type of therapist, like healing and change is possible. I love therapy because I go into it like in the nude. That's a weird metaphor. What I mean by that is
I know, just imagine Amber walking into the therapy office, just completely nude, like, yo, what up? What up, homies? I'm nude. I walk in nude. Oh, no, Amber.
It's like when I am sitting there in front of my therapist, I let it all out. I literally let down my walls,
good.
My guards.
That's what you're supposed to do, right? I'm glad that you're able to do that. Because if you don't, then what's the point of therapy? You know what I mean?
I wear zero mask. I'm authentically myself. And I say my deepest, most like traumatized versions of myself and secrets and feelings and thoughts and things that I would never vocalize out loud to like anybody. I let loose. I let it all out because it's like, why am I paying to go to therapy if I'm not gonna like actually take advantage of these things?
Good.
Anyways, I need to spend the next like 40 minutes and just like whoosha, like bring peace within because I'm actually
woosa. Did that earlier. Yeah, it's hard. It's fucking hard. I get it.
Very nervous. So I'll let you guys know how it goes after.
You just gotta rip the Band-Aid off, man. So
all right, you guys, I had my first appointment, and please be shocked. Usually I cry, even the first therapy appointment, almost the whole time. But I'm telling you, I am becoming better at like grounding myself and regulating.
Sure.
So I didn't cry the whole time. I did cry one time, just once. But the way my therapist...
I cried when I went to therapy last week, and I'm probably gonna cry again talking about it this week. And it's good. It's very good to cry. I've said this in another video. Like, it's really good to cry.
Described it, which was such a good description, is like the first few appointments is like opening up a very full, packed, jammed closet and just taking everything out of it and being like, okay, now that everything's out of it, let's look at everything and see what we have to do with each thing. And
she probably learned that.
I was like, that's a really good way of explaining
it. Yeah, sorry. That is how, okay.
So that's very much how today went. And I like her a lot. I thought I was going to have more to say after my appointment, but really it was just like her getting to know me more and know more about my past and my current life, things that are bothering me. Okay. Yeah, it was a really good first appointment. So now I need to do a few things, and my mom's gonna...
Okay, sure. I wish we had learned more, but okay.
You're picking me up because tomorrow's her birthday, and I was like, what do you want to do for your birthday? She wants to go to bingo. She wants to go to bingo today. We think we're gonna do electronic bingo, so which is my fave. And we also did a dob.
Dude, electronic bingo looked so dope. Oh, it looked so fun.
Right next to the electronics, we get to do both.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Bring on the fucking black lights. Oh, are there no black lights this time? That sucks.
My mom went to go order us some dinner. We're gonna have their nachos grande or whatever it's called. So yay. My bingo dauber of choice has been this super bright pink one. It's so cute. And then I also really like this Dazzle yellow one because it's like glittery and sparkly.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That... I hate jalapenos. I know, I'm a bad Mexican. I hate jalapenos.
Okay, guys, so I had a really good time with my mom.
That wasn't as fun. What happened to the black lights? The black lights and, like, jamming to music. That kind of sucked.
Stepdad stayed home because he's not feeling well, so keep him in your guys' thoughts.
Okay,
I hope that you guys
did
enjoy this vlog. And if you guys haven't seen, I did the trend that people are doing over on my TikTok. I think I did it last night or the night before. It's where people are taking Kendrick Lamar's song because at the Grammys...
What happened?
Taylor Swift was like getting down. People are taking Kendrick Lamar's song because at the Grammys, Taylor Swift was like...
What was that? That was weird. What happened with the audio there?
Swift was like getting down when they played that song while everyone else was just like chilling.
Yes, we know. And it was a bop. A bop? It was a flop. It was a flop. We know. You
know what? Maybe I'll just add it here while I'm speaking. So you guys are probably saying it now, but if you want to see what the music is,
minor.
So lay not like everyone is doing that trend, and I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, I need to do that because I literally was standing Taylor Swift. Yeah, Amberlynn Reed is saying.
Wow, so she blocked me on TikTok 10 days ago. Wow.
Anyway,
time flies. If y'all don't know, I got blocked on TikTok after that TikTok video. I commented something. It wasn't even a mean comment. I was just more. I said like, you know, a song, that's a choice, but I'm just happy to see you moving around. And then Amber replied, like, I did this like 20 times. It's not as hard as you think. And then blocked me and then turned off the comments.
Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye. There you have it. Ms. Amber Bamber Flamber. We did a lot today. Didn't we? Not taking accountability. Quits Ozempic. Quits weighing herself, and quits showing what she shows on camera. Showing what she eats on camera. I'm still going kind of strong. I don't know if I like what I did with my makeup today, the black. I was just feeling angry. I was feeling mad because I had just watched the Gabby Petito thing and I was mad. So I did a little emo black under my eyes, and I don't think it looks good. Let me know in the comments. In any case, that's about it for today's video. It was very long, so I'll finish it off. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I do fun things on there, so come check it out. And please consider following me on my Patreon. It will help me out very much. Hopefully get a new camera so that I don't constantly have these fucking webcam issues. Really annoying. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe. Tell the algorithm that this video is good so that it pushes it to other people. That would help me out so very much. I don't really have much else to say other than thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to practice some self-care today. Make sure to do something that you love. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!